Good evening and welcome to Monday Night on Bad Dog Comedy TV, live on YouTube and Ayaka's Kitchen. Now, please give it up for your warm-up act, a toast.
Hello! Hi, everybody! How are you doing? Okay. Here's another joke. Are you ready? Okay, I'm not ready, but I hope you're ready. I'm not ready. Okay, let's see. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? A person who loves food. A person who loves food. I like a roti food. A roti. You know, like a lot? Like roti, a lot. Yeah, like Caribbean person loves food. Roti. Sean, give me the applause. Sean. Yeah, okay. You know, like roti. Oh my gosh, it's not funny. It's not funny. I am fired. Okay, Toast is fired. Toast is no longer capable of making funny jokes. So we'll see. Next week, we'll see what's gonna happen. Hi, I'm Ayaka. How are you doing, everybody? Yeah, roti food, a lot of food. You get it? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what toast comes up next. But yeah, hi, welcome to Ayaka's Kitchen on Bad Dog Comedy TV again and again. We are doing it for a long time now, and we're gonna keep going. And yeah, that's of course it's because of everyone's support for the Bad Dog Comedy TV that's making it happen. So here's the donation link: baddogtheater.com/Ayaka's Kitchen. So yeah, let's support Bad Dog Comedy TV. Let's support Bad Dog Theater because they are amazing. They are amazing community. They are amazing community for the entire world that everyone can watch this on YouTube now. So yeah, let's support Bad Dog Comedy TV. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe. Thank you, Sean. That's great. YouTube. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you know what? Today's another episode. I'm super excited because I know it's gonna be delicious and I know it's gonna be fun because I'm inviting over my great friend and it's gonna be yummy. I know it. I know it's gonna be really good. So yeah, let's just go for it. So here is my great friend Nkasi.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for being in my kitchen.
Oh, anytime. Hopefully one day soon in person.
In person.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be so soon. Yeah, so yeah, I'm super excited. It's smelling good already and it's actually like fresh. I just went to pick it up. So it's gonna be warm and I'm just already salivating. It's gonna be good.
It will be good.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
So yes, I trust you 100% for everything. So yes, let's before talking about the actual food, tell us about yourself. So what is your background?
So my background is I am half Trini and I am half Nigerian. And when I say Trini, I should mention I'm also South Asian because in Trinidad, predominantly people are either descendants from South Asia or Africa. So actually in Trinidad, I'm called a Dougla, which is what they call people who are mixed with South Asian descent and African descent. So I'm called a Dougla there. Some people don't like the term. I don't mind it. But yeah, so my dad is Nigerian, my mother's Trinidadian, and they both met in Canada when my father was going to the University of Guelph and my mother was actually in college for nursing because she was a nurse. And she needed help with her schoolwork. So my dad, they had a mutual friend who introduced them to each other, and that's how they were introduced to each other. So
wow,
yeah.
That's beautiful. You know, Canada, there are lots of things we need to fix in this country, but like that's like one like beautiful thing about like so many people come from different parts of the world, and just meet and fall in love and make family, and that's beautiful.
It's funny because I've never met I've met one of my grandparents out of all four of them. Unfortunately, all of them passed away before I was born, but I do know for a fact that on my mother's side of the family, they were not thrilled about her and my father together because he was Black, and for them, they wanted her to find, a brown Muslim man. That was the ideal. But she fell in love with my dad, so it was kind of just like too bad, and so that's
wow. I had a friend who's white woman, and she fell in love with an Indian man, but Indian man's family was like, no, you cannot date white people. You have to marry an Indian person. So it's not just like in India, but it happens with the island as well.
Yeah, so it wasn't. I didn't even know that for years that they.
Oh, really?
That they didn't really like my dad. And I was like, oh, but you're so nice.
Did they get along well after they got married and everything?
I think they got along okay, but I also think because there was distance between them, it wasn't, because my grandparents, apart from my grandfather, who I think just was fine with that, but apart from him, the rest of the grandparents all lived in like either Nigeria or Trinidad, so there wasn't much actual contact beyond a telephone call. So I do think that probably helped not be as much tension.
I see.
So,
like you don't live a block away.
Yeah.
And then like you see each other.
So there was none of that. Yeah.
I see. Wow. Okay. And I heard about that. Trinidad is like really like mixed. A lot of like people are there instead of other islands are like mostly like from Africa or like Black people. They're like lots of brown people. Is that what you just said? Is that?
Yeah, it's very mixed between. It's funny, my family personally on the Trini side, we know they're from South Asia, but we don't know exactly where. So it could, because the thing is, and in this kind of also goes for my family in Nigeria, a little bit less so, but in those countries, the idea of keeping track of like family is not something they do. So like my father, he knows his birthday, but a lot of his friends don't even know their birthday because no one recorded that. Like all they know is like you were born in the rainy season. They don't necessarily know you were born in like April 5th. They don't have a number to put to it. And keeping records as far as like family trees goes, that also was not a thing. So for my family in Trinidad, they didn't keep records. So all we can really go off of is my mother's last name. Her maiden name is Khan, and this isn't like 100%, but generally speaking, Khan is from Pakistan.
Yes,
so
I have a friend.
Yeah, so that's where they're probably from, again, because we don't have any actual records. We don't know for sure, but it's either there or India, where they're all from.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So some people don't have birthdays, or like you don't celebrate birthdays, or
well, it's not speaking from my family, but I actually have a friend who's close to my age who she was born in, I can't remember, I think it's Ethiopia, but she also doesn't have like a proper birthday. But to get her birth certificate, her parents in Canada, or not birth certificate, passport, they had to have a date. So they kind of just gave her an approximate date. So she's always just celebrated around that time, fully knowing that it could be a week or two off.
Yeah, this is so interesting. Yeah. That's so interesting. I don't know, like from where I am from, like in Japan, like everyone has like everything on the paper, like so strict, and like even like my mother's mother, like everything is like so strict and everything is on the paper. It's like mind blowing how different that is operating.
even here it's really intense because I needed to get my driver's license again, but because it had completely expired, I was like, I need to show a bunch of ID, but I actually didn't have a passport either because it had expired as well. So I had to go and get my birth certificate, but I couldn't find it. So I had to go get a new birth certificate. But to get a new birth certificate in Canada, you have to give them all this information. They wanted to know who the doctor was, who who delivered me, what my weight was, what hospital, but all these really small things where it's like in Trinidad and Nigeria, we might not have any of that.
Yeah. Wow. That's in a way that's liberating. Like
I choose my birthday.
Yeah. I'm gonna choose, if that was me, I'll choose February 29th. Just to be cool. February 29th.
Oh, I was like, why? Oh, right. You can have it once every 4 years?
Yeah.
I think I would choose sometime in October.
Why?
I love the fall. Like, I'm not,
Yeah,
it's funny because Trinidad is really hot and Nigeria is also hot. I hate the hot weather. I hate sun. I just truly don't like it. And for me, fall is like this perfect kind of that crisp air. It's sweater weather, but it's still not cold.
Yeah.
And that's like my perfect. So I'd like love to be born in more in the fall because my birthday's September 26th. So I'd like to be born.
That's close. Yeah.
More into the fall.
More into the fall.
Yeah.
We are fantasizing our birthday made up. That's so funny. So yeah, that's already so interesting. So many interesting things. But yeah, let's talk about the food. So tell us what it is.
So what you have here is chicken roti, and the roti is specifically dal puri. So there are so many different types of roti. Growing up, I used to eat a lot of it. It's called paratha. So in your dal puri, if you were to like, if you were to open like once you start eating it and tearing it apart, you'll notice how like the dal puri, there's dal in it. And a paratha has nothing in it, which is what I grew up on.
What? Dal in it? Dal?
Yes. So it's like split peas. Split peas, I think? Yeah.
Chickpeas?
Yes. Yes. I'm like, what is it? What is it again? Again, it's funny. Growing up, it wasn't until I got older that I started liking it. Because when I was younger, I was like, this is messy. It's too messy now. I just want my bread with my roti with nothing in it. I want it like bread, just plain and simple. But as I got older, I was like, no, this tastes good.
Yeah, that's important. Very, very important. Yeah. So yeah, I have seen like different roti that's like a lot more yellow than this before. So it's the different grain or different like something.
I also think it depends on who's making it and how they make it. Like a lot of the time, sometimes people they usually use, I don't know how they made it because I've never actually watched someone like in the back of a restaurant make it. But I know usually it's like an iron flat, I don't know what it's called, but it's essentially like an iron flat thing that you put on the stove and it just gets really hot. And I know sometimes when people make it, it can look browner depending on how long you personally leave it on for and how you like it. So it all really depends on, I think it is kind of just like baking. It is a type of bread in a way, but I think it's just like bread where it's like a bunch of people can make the same bread, but depending on how you like it, you can kind of make your own personal like tweaks to it. So it all really depends. Yeah.
That totally makes sense. Yeah, this is my bread. This is how I like it, and this is how some people like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it depends on how you like it. You can make it differently. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And I'm gonna cut it and see how messy it's going to be. But it's a chicken one.
Yes.
So, it's juicy. So tell me what this is. Oh, curry.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's essentially, so you don't have to have it wrapped, For me personally, I much prefer it wrapped because it's less like I'm that person who like I'm gonna eat it with a knife and a fork. That's me. It's less messy, but yeah, it's essentially chicken curry and it's wrapped in the roti. Yeah.
Yes. This looks amazing. And yeah, it's I guess it becomes like a layers. You see, like it peels off and it's almost like a pocket here.
Yes, that's also now that you mentioned that, I'm like that's also another reason why when I would eat the paratha, which has none of the dal puri in it, sometimes I would like split it in two and peel it apart because then it's like I have double the amount of roti. But you can't do it with that. But that's with this. But it's the joy of it, eating the whole thing.
Yeah, so, it's kind of like a Oreo, like split it to decide this.
I don't like. I'm like I don't like Oreos, but I get the metaphor.
Yeah, this side or that side, and yeah, you have two sides. Oh yeah, oh this is gonna be good. So the curry in Caribbean, is that something to do with Indian curry? Is that also the culture?
Yes, it's 100%. A lot of what we eat in Trinidad, there's a lot of stuff that is tied to Indian culture from when they came over to Trinidad, and this for me is I think the biggest example of something that we now have over there that came from over there. Obviously, there's still a lot of dishes that don't cross over, but for me, I think this is the one most people associate with both cultures. If you ask them, what's a food you think about with Caribbean people or Indian, I think, or South Asian, I think curry is the one thing we go to first. So yeah,
that makes sense. And in Trinidad, people love spicy food, right? Like I know there are like lots of spicy, like amazing spicy sauce comes with Trinidad, which I also used to buy, especially like this like hot sauce from Trinidad. And I miss it so much because I used to get that from Kensington Market, and I haven't been there for over a year now.
We like our hot sauce. I actually can't eat much hot sauce. I have to. So it's the way I describe it because people are like, "You don't like hot sauce?" I'm like, no. I like hot sauce. Here's the thing: from here to here, loves hot sauce. My body from here down hates it. Like I have a roti here now, and to eat that roti, it's like if I knew I was going out, like if we weren't in a pandemic and I had to go out tomorrow, I probably wouldn't eat it, to be honest with you, because it may make me sick tonight. I still eat it, don't get me wrong. But I like when I order it, especially when it's like someone else making it, I always have to be like, please don't put extra pepper on it. And it's funny, this isn't Trini, but I went to this, I can't remember what it was called, but I went to this Indian place downtown a while ago, and I ordered a roti from them, a butter chicken roti, and I'm like, I need it to be as mild as it can be, so mild. And the guy looked at me, he's like, okay, you know what? He made it like milder than they actually make it.
Oh, but butter chicken is already mild to begin with.
I know. But like my stomach is just like it anything with pepper immediately gut bombs me. And it's the funny thing is, so my dad can't eat pepper at all. He's allergic to pepper. So he can't even eat it. And all I can think is like, I hope that's not me, because I still really do enjoy it. And it still does make me a bit ill, but it doesn't make me ill to the point of like, I'm dying. It's just like, this hurts.
Yes. But I understand a little bit, not as extreme as you, but I try not to have spicy food right before like a show or like something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Worst.
Yeah, just like I don't know what's gonna happen, and definitely like my mouth likes it a lot more than my stomach, and what's even more is my eyes. My eyes are like, give it to me, like I really want it.
No, everything here, but I still can appreciate pepper. I love the flavor of it. It's just everything beyond the here is hate.
Yeah, spicy food. It's a dilemma. I think this sauce specifically said Scotch bonnet something.
Scotch bonnet. Yeah, that's
Scotch bonnet.
That's a hot one. That's like, if I were to, I don't know. There's like pepper ratings, but I don't know what it is. But that's kind of on. That's like that's hot. That's very hot.
Yeah. It smells hot. Ooh.
Yeah, like it's. I will say it's. I went to the CNE like 2 years. Whenever the last time we were allowed to go, so like 2 years ago. Oh God, 2 years ago, and they actually had. There was this this ice cream truck that had ice cream. Of course, I literally just said ice cream truck, but they had ice cream. And they had a bunch of like weird ice cream. So I got a charcoal one, but the person I was with, they got a scorpion pepper ice cream.
Scorpion pepper. Sounds very spicy.
I had never heard of it or had it before, but I looked it up. And it's from Trinidad. And it is one of the hottest peppers in the world. And they gave it in like, they give you vanilla ice cream and like a squirty thing of pepper. And I remember trying it, and it was one of the worst experiences of, I know I say from here to here likes pepper. No, it was one of the worst experiences of my life with food. You put it on your tongue. I swallowed it, and I was like, this is hot. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And then it just got worse and worse. And it felt like my mouth was on fire. Like it was so bad. And I remember having an ice cream being like, and then it would cool my tongue down for like 10 seconds. And immediately it would just come back. And nothing would make it go away. And for like half an hour, I was like sitting there crying. And it was so, I was like, why would you do this? This isn't fun. This isn't, why would you? I don't, and yeah, but apparently, like, people in Trinidad also really like scorpion peppers. Like, no, this is too far.
Wow, and like milk is supposed to be the one that like calms you down.
That's how hot it was. That the ice cream did nothing.
Wow.
But if you go to CNE and they have it, try it. Like, just try it once.
Oh, no.
Just once. I feel like everyone should just know what that pain feels like.
Yeah, like pain. Yeah, pain is the right word, I think. It's not a taste, it's a sensation.
Yes. Yeah. But I think good Trini food is when you add pepper, it's like it's hot, but it never takes away from the actual food you're eating. That's the key to pepper. You can even make stuff very hot and still have your food, the flavors of your food come through. It should enhance your food, not be the dominant flavor of your food.
You put that so well. I agree 100%. Yeah, that's like
it's not a competition.
Yeah. It's a harmony. It's a harmony between the hot stuff and
you play music, so you know exactly what that is. Where they meld together. You know, you've got the melody.
It's a symphony of the taste.
Yes, that's what it is. It's the symphony of the taste. Yes, exactly.
Yay. This food has chicken and potatoes too. So like it's like actual like curry that I know from India, very close to it. And the spices that you use, is that also very similar? Do you know, like Indian curry and Caribbean curry?
It's funny when I would say yes, because also when I make it, all my spices are generally from, I wish I knew the name of the place. It's somewhere in like North York. But it's like an Indian family who runs this place. They like grind their own spices. Wow. And that's where a lot of my spices is. I haven't been there in a while, but that's where a lot of my spices are from. Also because they specifically sell mild curry.
Good. You know where the good stuff is in the city. That's important.
Well, because also I find sometimes when it comes to like things like curry, when you just get curry and there's no like mild or anything in front of it, that could mean it's very like that could mean it's hot and no one tells you.
Yeah. It's just curry. You should assume it's spicy.
Yeah, so I'm like, I never trust anything that just says curry. So they make really good mild curry. So I always go there and get it. But all my spices are from an Indian shop. So it really is once you start getting into other things like, and this may be from India and I'm just wrong. There may be influence, but I know things like if you get ackee and saltfish, and ackee like it's a fruit that's like some of it's poisonous, some of it's not, but you eat the non-poisonous part. You can get in a can if you really don't know which the non-poisonous part is. But like that stuff, if my mother was like making it, she would probably go to the Caribbean grocers and get, the dried saltfish from there. But for curry, no, I would just use the Indian food.
That's cool. Like, so there's like a way. What are you holding?
I found a Malta. Wait.
Malta, yes.
Wait. I can't. I feel like a vlogger. I found it. Look.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yes, we can see it now. The tiger malt.
Tiger malt. So I'm like, when is this made? So yeah, I grew up like drinking this constantly. It's so good. I think this is probably why I like beer so much now.
Okay, tell us what it is though, because like I've never tried it. I wish I had it right in front of me, like in front of myself. But it's not alcoholic then?
No, it's non-alcoholic. So it was really funny growing up and like drinking this outside because they come in these, yeah, and they're like, "Are you a 5-year-old drinking beer?" And you're like, "No, but I wish." I didn't. But it's the best way. So I don't know how much people know about beer, but beer is essentially like it's malt and hops and all that fun stuff. This is that without like alcohol, essentially.
How do you make that non-alcoholic? I thought like the process of brewing makes it alcoholic naturally.
No idea.
As long as it tastes good, it's all.
Yeah, as long as it tastes good, it clearly has no alcohol in it. My parents gave it to me. Everything's fine. I was like, oh God, is there alcohol? No. But like, even if you look at the ingredients, I'm like, there's water, malt extract, hops. I'm like, that is a beer.
That's beer.
But it's not. It's definitely way. I'll pour it out. I have ice in here. I would never put ice with beer though. Know that. But I would put ice with this.
Okay. So it's like Fiji?
Yeah, I'm trying to. The best. I don't know if this makes sense or if this sounds kind of gross, but it's like thick Coke. Like that's the texture. Oh, you can see.
Thick Coke.
Yeah, it's like thick. Is that my? That's a bit of my hands. But yeah, you can see the bubbles in it. It's. I feel like I'm doing a beer review. I actually haven't had this in years.
Oh, nice.
And I'm at home with my parents, and literally as you were doing the intro to this whole thing, I was running around. I'm like, do we have Malta? And then we found some.
Yes.
But no, the best way to describe it is like, if you found, I know you drink beer. So if you found the maltiest beer you could find, and then multiplied that maltiness.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. I changed that. Have you ever had a Malteser? Maltese? Is that what's called? What is it called?
Like
It's like
a dog?
No, that's. I'm like, what is the dog?
Wait, the chocolate.
Yeah.
The chocolate with the, yes, I love that. I love that chocolate.
That's what this is like. It's kind of like a
Are you serious?
Yes. That's what it's
I love Maltese. Yeah.
That's what it's like in a drink form. Okay, I have it down.
What? That's like a dream come true.
Yeah, I'm so.
What?
Yeah,
Amazing. So yeah, you grew up drinking that, so now you love beer.
I assume, and you know what? In hindsight, I think maybe that's why I love dark beers. Anything that's like malty, that's what I love growing up. Oh, by the way, I Wikipedia'd it. Malta is often described as being like a beer that has not been fermented. It is similar in color to stout, but slightly sweet, and is generally described as tasting like molasses. Unlike beer, ice is often added to Malta when consumed.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. So it's essentially unfermented beer.
Yeah, so the fermentation process makes it alcoholic, and then without that, it's just like, wow, why is it not that common here? That sounds like everyone's like favorite. Beverage, that's like, yeah.
I honestly don't know why. Especially if you like beer, you will I'm almost positive you'll like this drink, if you like beer. I don't know. It's also popular in African nations. I know personally, like my Nigerian dad likes it. That being said, it's predominantly in my family. It's like the Trini side that really likes it. But I don't know why it's not more popular. So
where can I buy those? I need to try it.
You can honestly find it. I know my friend randomly found it in like the ethnic section of a normal grocery store.
Really?
Yeah, I know if there's any Caribbean grocery stores, they're usually very small, the stores, but if you have any around you, they will almost most positively have some. The place you got that roti from, they have it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
okay,
and
so
honestly, this is Tiger Malt. I have no preference over brands, personally. So if it's not Tiger Malt, don't worry about it. You can get any one you want.
The lion malt or pig malt, doesn't matter. It's all good.
Oh no, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, that's something I look forward to now. I have to try it. And
I'm excited.
As we are talking, I made the sushi, so here it is.
Nom, nom.
Sushi. Yay. Nkasi, would you like to name this sushi?
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, now you know the worst part is I'm like, what's a good pun? It's like this
You don't like pun.
I know, but this feels natural. Oh, I want to name it. Ooh, you know what I was gonna say, and then immediately I hated the idea. I was like, a fowl roll, but then I'm like, that sounds like it's bad.
Fowl?
No, because fowl is like an old chicken. No, don't call it that. Don't call it that. Take it down.
Seann!
Ooh. I don't know if this is bad or like, I don't know. I want to call it a funky chicken roll. Can I call it that?
Funky chicken roll. Yeah, I love that. Funky chicken roll. Yay. Yay. Funky chicken roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put all the roti and chicken and potato in everywhere. So yeah, it's gonna be funky and it's gonna be groovy, funky. It's gonna be yummy.
Did you tell them how much spice you wanted, or did you let them?
No, I didn't. Should I be worried?
Honestly, maybe. Actually, no, you would probably know because when I get it and when they add extra pepper, you know how the pepper looks like it's red? You usually can, because you cut it open, you probably would have been able to tell if they had added extra pepper. Because it would have been
red.
Because I know the place I get it from in Mississauga, sometimes they will just, if you do not tell them, they will just put it on. And I'm like, no.
Okay. I wonder like if they saw my name on the order and like, doesn't sound Trinidadian. Maybe I'll just keep it easy. Then, if that's the case,
they won't, because at least when the last time I ordered it, my friend Georgia actually was the person who ordered it, and they were gonna put spicy stuff on Georgia's food, so they did not.
Okay.
She's definitely not from Trinidad. Yeah. So.
Okay. Then should I put a tiny bit of this sauce? Because my eyes are salivating.
Honestly, I would probably put like a tiny bit, like
tiny, just like a tip of fork. Just a tip of fork. I'm gonna like put it.
You should know that's how like my mom puts on pepper on stuff. Like she'll put like the end of a fork in or the end of a spoon, like just gently put it on her food because she makes her own pepper.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So.
Make pepper. Do you mean like pepper sauce, like hot sauce, or like homegrown? So pepper means hot sauce itself.
Yeah. So she makes pepper too. Like I was gonna say builds it, but she doesn't build it. She grows it. Yeah. She grows the pepper too, and then she uses that pepper in her pepper sauce, which I don't.
Homemade, homegrown pepper with homemade pepper sauce. Wow.
Yeah, I don't eat it. And that's the other thing. I don't even, because it is very hot, and that is like that fine line of like, this is what it's too much for me.
Okay. So yeah, I put a tiny bit of the hot sauce, and I'm gonna mix this with a little bit of, put a little bit of soy sauce for my Japanese taste, and I'm gonna have it. So yeah, Sean, would you like to put some drum roll so no one has to hear me chew? Okay, thank you. いただきます。Yeah, Groovy Funk Eagle. It's so good. So
Wouldn't it be awful if I was like, you know what? Scotch bonnet is one of the mildest peppers they have. So you're just gonna want to put like a big chunk of it on to really taste it. Like, just go for it.
Wow. Wait, I can't tell if you're joking or not. But
that would be horrible if I did that. I would never do. I like you too much to do that.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, can you finish the show? I have to run to the bathroom.
No.
It's so good. So good. I knew it was gonna be good. You know what? I must do this. I'm gonna just like try this sauce by itself.
That's on you. That's on you. Not me. Not my problem.
Ooh, funky.
There you go. There you go.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Caribbean hot sauce is like, it's tasty. It's not just like spicy, like it's too spicy. It's like, it's tasty. So good.
Yeah. Oh, it's you know what? One day I'll give you, when I can see you in person, I will, honest to God, give you some of my mother's pepper.
What an honor! I would love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Mom,
put it on the ice cream.
Yeah. Please make some pepper right now. No.
I love it. Oh, it's so good. And I'm gonna have that with ice cream.
Yeah, again, these are your choices you're making, not mine. When you get gut bombed, that's not on me. I
can still feel my tongue a little numb right now.
Yeah, you put it on your tongue. It's
really good. It's so tasty, and I'm starting to sweat a little bit, but it's really tasty.
Yeah, they make the best hot sauce.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Oh, the Trinidad hot sauce that I can only buy in Kensington Market. I miss that, but that's gonna be replaced by your mom's pepper. So, yeah. Oh yeah, this is where I got the roti, and they're so good. They have some like ice cream they make as well, and they're like coconut and mango and like different ones. So
we love our coconut and mangoes in the Caribbean. Ooh.
Yeah. Do you like drink coconut juice out of coconut kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean I don't. I'm like, here's my Vita Coco.
Yeah, fancy.
Yeah, I have like when I went to Trinidad, I was truly like a nightmare. I was like, this is all too spicy and the weather's too hot. I don't want to go in the ocean. Look at all those weird things. Let's go. I spent this sounds horrible because I do kind of regret this. I spent most of my vacation, the one time I went to Trinidad, either swimming in a swimming pool while I was next to an ocean or playing Nintendo.
Why?
Because I was like, it's too hot, the cockroaches are too big, and the food is too spicy. So yeah, that's what I spent my time. If I went back, I do think I'd be much better about it. I would still spend too much time inside though. I'd be like, this is too
Yeah.
I'm getting a rash. I'm getting a heat rash, so I'm gonna go inside and hang with family, I guess. Okay.
And play Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, the whatever the Nintendo is that's popular in that moment when I'm there. Because that was a Nintendo. I didn't want to say what it was because I was like, "Ooh, this ages me," but I'm like, that was a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we are learning a lot about you today, and I love it. It's good. Yeah, but yeah, this like genuinely tastes so good, and I love the hot sauce. It's not just spicy, but it's so tasty. Roti is great. Everyone go there. Ali's Roti, great place. And yeah, I have to try Malta. Now you convinced me. I have to try it.
Oh, and Seann said, I think they have it at Freshco.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, Freshco's ethnic section, where you can get a taste of every country in the world in one small aisle.
That's very true. Okay, everyone, go to Freshco and Ali's Roti. Yeah, thank you so much, Nkasi. It's like, so good. It's a funky chicken sushi roll with a little kick to it. So delicious. So thank you so much for being here.
Anytime, and it was great seeing you again, even though it's
yeah. Thank you. Okay, so here is another donation link. Bad Comedy TV. Let's support Bad Comedy TV. They're awesome, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. YouTube. It's fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much again. Do you have like special word for like cheers? Different word like when you drink?
No, but I can tell you this. When you hang out in Trinidad, it's called liming.
Liming? Wait,
yeah.
I cannot tell the difference between L and R. That's why that pun was
liming.
Like roti and loti.
Liming, like liming.
L?
No. Yes, L.
R. L, liming. Why liming?
Yeah, like a lime. But when you hang out, you're liming together. So cheers. One day, let's lime together.
Oh yeah, okay. Happy liming, everybody. Happy liming.